This place is the brand new Carlsberg Bar. So this is where we showcase the Carlsberg brand and where of course you can get the best poured beer in the world, probably.
We must constantly seek to innovate and improve. Very good is not good enough. Perfection is impossible. And I will answer, probably. And the man who brews thousands of barrels and bottles of beer for so. I believe that I have a duty to my nation. They have duties to the company in return. Everything we do
with his beer, and never satisfied, naturally enough, with his son. I worked harder at school. I was allowed the gold watch.
Where we stand today is actually where it all started. So this is a place where the first brewer, J.C. Jacobsen, brewed his first beer back in 1847 and founded the Carlsberg as we know it today. So we stand in very, very historical surroundings, and this is where we open the home of Carlsberg.
After all, it became my life's work. My father was a brewer too, in a small way. Together we have my favorite subject. After all, it became my life's work.
J.C. Jacobsen decided because they had very poor water quality and those kind of things in the center of Copenhagen back then. So he was searching for a long time to find the perfect place, both to have this very, very clear water and also where he could make some very deep cellars where he could keep all the beers. And he found this place which was far outside of Copenhagen back in 1847, and this is where he founded Carlsberg back then.
But we still pursued our other passions.
We went forward, with myself at the head of one company that united.
Water. And the water?
Trying to give bitter, der kan man nemt lige smagen af. Ja. Det kan one talk.
So, you've selected a car. Nice.
When you enter the exhibition, you will of course get an introduction to the history. So it's the two brewers, it's the father, it's the son. We kind of take you through the dispute that those two had for quite a long time, where they didn't actually talk to each other. We also take a deep dive down in science, because there's a lot of science behind brewing beers, and today science is still a huge part of the Carlsberg DNA. It's a very interactive exhibition, so we invite for you to try some different games. For instance, if you would like to try to brew your own beer, or if you would be interested in taking a bath in a beer, that is also a possibility.
Late 1800.
we have more than 22,000 different bottles. They're from all over the world, and we have decided to collect all the bottles that we can, so you will experience also brands that is not within the Carlsberg family of brands. So it's a very nice experience.
It was the first real Danish export success story in that manner. It was before Lego and Vestas and Maersk. It was the biggest proponent of the Danish name outside of Denmark. I think they are a bit troubled by the broad expanse of craft beer, because more and more people are aware of them. But I'm not. I'm fairly certain that they'll still be the Carlsberg in 50 years, but perhaps not with as big a market share as they do have today.